Hello and welcome to the Maestro Ortho Studio Viewer demonstration video. This video will get you started with using the Maestro Ortho Studio Viewer. If you've got a CD-ROM or downloaded the program from the internet, just run the installer, select the default options, and it will install onto your hard drive. We'll also give you an option of putting a shortcut on your desktop. I suggest you do that. Here I've already pre-installed the program, and here is the shortcut. So all I do is double click that to open the program, and you'll be presented with all these icons which are grayed out. The reason why that is because you haven't got a file open. To open up a file, you just click here, open case, navigate to wherever your sample files are. In this case I'm going to open up this one here. So you can just double click on that and it will open up. Now to navigate and use your mouse on the actual virtual models, to left mouse click and drag, you can spin the models around freely like so, all the way around 360 degrees either axis, like so. And if you right mouse click and drag, you can bodily move the models around the window. Let's start off down here with the zoom button. So the little plus icon here with the magnifying glass is zooming in, and the one beside that is to zoom out, like so. The other way to zoom in and out is to use the actual the scrolling wheel on your mouse. That will do it as well. Okay. The next icon here is to show and hide the trackball. It's just an orientation trackball, so you can show and hide that. I like to hide that myself. And the one next to that is reset the view, so it resets the view back to a frontal view. Next to that we have what they call orthographic projection, which is what we're in now. It gives you a view of in an orthographic projection, and the next one beside that gives it a perspective. So I actually don't like this one myself to use every day, but you have the option there. Next to here we have the flat or smooth view. So if you zoom in and have a look at this in flat, you can just start to see some of the rendered triangulation data here from it. And if you wanted to smooth those models down, you just hit the smooth key. Some models it's more obvious than others. On this set of models, the way it's been scanned, it really doesn't make that much difference. But that's for you. You can play around with that function if you like. So we'll use the smooth one here at the moment. Next to that we have we're showing the triangles or the actual sample points and edges. Here's an example of this. So we zoom in here and you can actually see the triangles that make up the model. It's just interesting if you want to use it that way. I'll go back and there's options to do that. Let's have a look at up here, what we have up here. This button here is a multi-view button, so if you click that you get multi-views of the study models, left, right, middle, frontal, etc. And to click on and click off. So if you want to get it back again, you just click on it and it will highlight here, and if you want it removed, just do that. Here you have the front view, rear view, right side view, left side view, and top view and bottom view. You just click on them and they'll give you the appropriate views that you would want. This area here is grayed out at the moment. It hasn't been implemented in the program, but it's going to be basically open mouth, closed mouth. You can still sort of do that anyway with these ones here. So this one is show the upper, so we can just show the upper like that and move it around. And this one next to it would be show the lower only, like so. And then if you wanted to close them up, have a closed view again, you just click that icon beside it. Obviously this icon here is to exit the program. And the other three icons on the program are this one here, which we'll click, which is what they call occlusal inspection or occlusogram. If we just click on, say, the upper of that, you can have a look at the contact area of the two models. And this is the legend here that shows you how much. So the red areas is obviously hard contact, and as we go up we have less space between the teeth. You can look at the upper, the lower, or you can also have a look at the upper and lower together. So you can zoom in on that, have a good look around. So that's the occlusogram, or occlusal inspection. To get out of that, just hit next down the bottom there. The next one, we'll just say that if we pick the upper, we can have a look at, this is the measurement tool. And the way you do that, it has all the instructions over here, tells you what to do. So you hold the shift key down, double click wherever you want to put a point, and then you can measure the teeth. It gives you a total and an average here. So if you want to do the whole arch, you just click on the whole arch and it will give you an average. If you want to zoom in and try and make your points more precise, just hold your shift key down and you can move your point around wherever you want. It's just that easy to do. Okay, you can do that for the upper or the lower. If you want to keep it, click next. If you want to cancel it, press cancel. So I'll just click next there. And the last thing that I want to show you, well, there's two last things I want to show you actually, is this is the tape measure tool. And what that allows you to do is just measure distance or angle. So in this case, I'm going to just measure a distance. So I hold the shift key down. Again, it shows you what to do over here. Hold the shift key down, double click, and double click another point, and then it will show you the measurement. If you wanted to do an angle, for example, 3 points for an angle, click, 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 and then it shows you an angle. The last thing I would show you now is the snapshot function, which is very, very useful. Let's take a multi-view, and let's say I wanted to drop that into my practice management software. Very easy to do. We're going to take a snapshot of actually what's on the screen. So if you click snapshot, what it will do is it's going to save it as a PNG file or a JPEG file or a bitmap file. Let's select the JPEG file and we'll call it, say, snapshot 1, and I'm going to save it onto my desktop so we can easily find it and I can show it to you again. And click save, and it tells us that the image has been saved. I'll just minimize this window. I'm going to go find it. There it is there. If I double click on it, it'll open up in a Windows Photo Viewer or whatever program you have default for JPEGs. And there you are. You can drop that straight into your practice management software, or alternatively, you could print it out, give it to your patient, or whatever you'd like to do with it. So getting back into Ortho Studio here. So there's a brief overview of Ortho Studio. To quit the program, you would use the exit button. I hope that's helped. I think that will give you a good head start into using the Maestro Ortho Studio Viewer.